Well, Mr. Fremont, I'm Elizabeth Carroll-Oldiges, and I'm here representing Glendale Heritage Preservation Group. And we wanted to come and talk to you as a living legend. You know,
Who?
you are a living legend. You're 103 years old, by far our oldest resident here in Glendale. And we just want to take a few minutes of your time to get to know you a little bit better. And
Ask me anything you want.
we will. So, one of the things that, besides being 103 and not being amazing enough, you have been renowned for winning a lot of awards as far as you're a marathon runner. You've got 4 world records. Do you want to tell us a little bit about those?
I can answer. I can go down the list with you. Glad to, yeah.
Okay, all right. So you've got an award. You set the record for an 80-year-old fastest time, a record for the 90-year-old range. You have another record for 96, being 96 years old.
I swore, before that race, I swore this is my last marathon.
Oh, but you keep
I was
running.
90 years old.
Wow, that's exciting.
And I ran it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually set a world record for the speed I ran it at.
Wow.
And it was in Huntington, West Virginia. It was Marshall University.
Wow.
That sponsored this marathon.
And that's hilly country. So you had a lot of uphill running to do. That's amazing. That's amazing. And then you just recently was the first marathoner to cross over the finish line at the Flying Pig in Cincinnati this year. Is that correct?
Oh, that's because of running with Harvey Lewis.
Okay.
Harvey's a good friend of mine. And he set up an interview with me with 2 places. One is with Rich Roll.
Uh-huh.
And I went to California to see Rich Roll.
Wow.
And we were seated at opposite ends of a long table.
Okay.
Like maybe 12 feet long table. She's at one end, I'm at the other end, and we have earphones, and it's electric.
Oh. But that had to be a lot
I
of fun.
chatted with him happily on things that captured the noise that we made.
Yeah. Now, tell me a little bit about you. Did you grow up here in Cincinnati?
Did I grow up?
In Cincinnati.
That's a personal question.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So you're from Cincinnati originally?
I was born in Cincinnati, yeah.
So what was your career in choice?
My career?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went to college. I went to Yale. That was kind of a total change to go from Cincinnati to the Eastern elite.
Right.
And equal them in studiousness, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Understand how they lived, because they were the upper end of the spending spectrum. I'll tell you. I know. My father went to Yale. I went to Yale. He asked me where I wanted to go. I said, I want to go where you went.
Did you enjoy your time there?
Oh, I had a wonderful time. I had the east, I had the mountains, I had the oceans, I had the resorts.
That had to be a nice time in your life.
I could do anything I wanted. And I wanted, actually, I think my father probably wanted me to become a lawyer the way he was. And I didn't want to. I wanted to do mechanical things. I became an engineer
Oh, okay.
at Yale,
Yeah.
and it was a lovely experience.
So what would you say was your favorite era growing up?
I guess vacations in New England. I'm serious.
Yeah, no, that sounds like it would be fun having a vacation in New England. Now
Vacations in Montreal,
oh,
French Canada.
that'd be pretty.
I can speak French. As a matter of fact, I can speak German, French, Spanish,
Wow,
a little bit of Portuguese, a little bit of Japanese.
that's amazing. Was that a hobby that you had, or because
It's
of your?
easy for me to do.
Oh, that's great. Maybe that's the secret to getting to reach 103 is constantly learning.
I had a business, and I had to go to Japan. I had to go to Europe because of business.
Oh, okay.
I did business with
Sure.
them.
Well, that's great that you're that
Because
talented. You can pick it up.
what we did was to sell clutches and brakes,
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
not the little kind you have in cars,
Mm-hmm.
but actually clutches and brakes.
Oh, okay.
So we became export agents for a company we sold the clutches for in Cincinnati,
Well, that's great.
Indiana, and Kentucky.
Uh-huh. Wow. Do you miss work?
And
Do
that
you miss
was one
work?
of the best decisions I've ever made.
Now, I understand in addition to being a marathoner, you also enjoy canoeing. And you've been, you race and you do canoe racing. And in fact, you also, you founded the Rivers Unlimited, a group to protect the rivers in Ohio.
We founded that in 1972.
Okay.
It was to protect the rivers, restore the rivers, bring an understanding of the value of these rivers to your pocket
Right.
in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew how to do it. And it became Rivers Unlimited.
That's great.
And that was the first statewide river protection group in the nation. The first. That was the first.
When you moved to Glendale, I think you moved here in 1963. What made you choose Glendale?
Well, I lived near it.
Mm-hmm.
My children went to the Glendale schools.
Okay.
Because of where we lived, we're part of the Glendale School District.
Sure. Sure.
It just worked out. I had friends who lived in Glendale. I had people I played tennis with who belonged to the Glendale Lyceum.
Did you play tennis at the Lyceum?
It's an adjoining property to me here.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Very convenient, right?
Very convenient.
Very convenient.
And the kids could swim in the pool,
Mm-hmm.
and they could learn to play tennis.
That's exciting. That is exciting for you.
And it's a beautiful place.
It is. It's very pretty.
It really is.
You've been quite an amazing person for me to see through the years. I remember as a little girl, you would run through the Glendale athletic field practicing your craft of being a marathoner every day. You were so prompt and reliable that my mom would say, when Mr. Fremont is done running, you have to come in and do your homework. When I was even smaller, you would run around the field, and my sister and I would hide under the bushes and bark at you to try to scare you. And we did it every day. But one day, as we're hiding under the bushes, getting ready to bark, you turned and barked at us and scared the daylights out of us. But we kept barking.
Excuse me.
Barking. But that was fun. So I know you ran through the athletic field every day. Did you run in anywhere else in Glendale? Or did you practice mainly in the athletic field?
Well, I lived in on McKelvey Road,
Okay. Over by Winton Woods?
and that's sort of out in the country.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And my children went to school at the Glendale Public Schools.
Okay. I read an article where you said you initially would run holding your littlest one's hand. She would jog with you.
How's that?
I read where you would have one of your children would hold your hand and run with you when you first
Oh,
started.
sure.
Yeah.
We would run over the West Fork Dam.
Oh, that's
And I
exciting.
would give them my finger
Uh-huh.
so they could hold on.
Oh, that's fun. Do they still run to this day?
Well, one of my children is 72.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty amusing to have a
Yeah.
72-year-old.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
He has two sons. One is named Dimitri.
Oh, that's a nice name.
And Dimitri's a runner.
Oh, does he compete
And
as
he
well?
expressed a desire to run with Harvey Lewis,
Oh,
who lives in Cincinnati.
nice.
So I said, tell him to come to Cincinnati.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was your favorite memory of living in Glendale? You had to enjoy the fireworks that they would shoot off at the Lyceum every 4th of July. That was always
I know
fun.
all about it.
Yeah, those are fun.
There's a house next to us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a white house. It's a big house.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see it from this point.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go and sit on their roof
Oh my.
to watch the fireworks demonstrations
Oh wow.
of the Lyceum.
Yeah, well you would
The
have a good
Lyceum
view.
had all these guys fresh from World War II
Uh-huh.
who knew how to fire guns and
Right.
things.
Yeah.
And they would set up the damnedest.
I remember they had a good show.
Imagine, and
Yeah.
to watch them from somebody's roof.
Yeah.
That
Oh.
was perfect.
Yeah.
We saw everything.
That's great. That had to have been a lot of fun.
A good time living here.
Yeah, that had to be a lot. You know, being 103, you've experienced a lot of changes in, different innovations and changes in technology.
Yeah.
What would you say you were the most impressed with?
There's a lot of stuff engineers have to learn
Mm-hmm.
in a short time.
Okay.
But that's the way the world goes.
Right. Right.
I was pleased that we were doing certain things that we should have done sooner, maybe, and better.
Yeah.
But there was an awful lot of action,
Right.
and I was part of it, I guess.
That's exciting. You had to be proud of that. That's very exciting for you.
I could understand
Right.
engineering.
You were sharing with me some nice achievements. Here you've got Lifetime Achievement Award from 1993 from American Rivers. You were sharing with me that you were in People magazine. And what was that? In 2022. This is really a nice article all about you to make People magazine.
I know.
We need to call them up and tell them you're still here. Come back and update their article.
I didn't meet with them at all.
Oh, that was all just pictures?
They just did it from what they read.
Oh, wow. And I know you also have a proclamation from the Village of Glendale back when Mayor Don Lofty issued this. He sent me a copy of it, a proclamation recognizing you for all your work that you've done for the environment and your achievements.
What's the date of this?
I believe it was 2015. Let me see what he has on here.
I don't think I ever saw that.
2017. I'll make sure we get those signatures and give that to you. You know, besides being a great marathoner, being remembered as a great marathoner, you know, making a difference in the rivers of Ohio, what else would you like to be remembered for?
Well, I think the important thing for us all, and I teach, more or less teach, not formally. There are two things you have to do right.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, you've bought your whole future.
Oh.
And maybe the future of your family.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you might come into great riches.
Mm-hmm.
Only if you can follow these two principles.
Okay.
One is to eat right.
Mm-hmm.
Very difficult for most people.
Yes.
The other is to exercise. Seriously.
Yeah. And you do a great point with that. Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
I've succeeded.
You've been very successful.
I'm 103.
Yeah. So you have big you have big plans for your 104? Well, we're going to give you back the rest of your day. I just want to say thank you very much.
Is that all you want to know?
Well, unless you've got more you want to tell me. It's been an honor to be able to watch you throughout the years and really, really proud of what you've done and accomplished. And you represent Glendale very well, and we appreciate it.
Well, I may have gotten married too many times. He's listening.